In Lawrence County, 2 people face charges accused of vandalizing multiple churches. Last week, our cameras were rolling as Sierra Smith and Jesse James Hawkins went before a judge today and each faced 3 counts of burglary, 4 counts of malice injury, and at a place of worship, and 1 count of larceny and a count of arson as well. The Lawrence County Sheriff's Office tells us that 4 churches were affected, and this includes Cedar Grove Baptist Church, New Prospect Baptist Church, Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, and Reedy Grove Pentecostal Holiness Church. Now, we spoke to a member of Mount Pleasant Baptist. She tells us that the church saw several damages on Friday, including distributing Discovery.
Our church family is devastated to come in and find fellowship building windows were busted, the church windows were pried open, historical church documents that cannot be replaced. They're gone, and we cannot replace these. Mount Pleasant's the oldest church in Lawrence County. The most devastating part, because you can replace things, was the fact that an upside-down cross was left for us to find.
The judge granted both suspects a $77,125 bond.